days around.
Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we will be reacting to the second 0-0 draw of the day as Mexico and Poland battled it out for a game in Group C, their first match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and it ended in a 0-0 draw to keep both teams level on 1 point each. The biggest news of the match was in the 58th minute, a penalty to Poland. There was a foul investigated by a VAR after Moreno pulled back Lewandowski in the box, and it did go to VAR, and the referee deemed it a penalty, and it was Robert Lewandowski against World Cup veteran Guillermo Ochoa. And the veteran goalkeeper came out on top in his third career World Cup. He saved against Robert Lewandowski. He goes down. Robert Lewandowski goes to the bottom right corner, and Ochoa gets a beautiful hand out to push it away from the goal before Mexico are able to clear it out of the box. That was the biggest news of the match. Robert Lewandowski's huge missed chance. This is so unlike who we often call Lewandowski.
Lewandowski did miss the penalty to deny his first ever World Cup goal, which he was still searching for. Poland, other than that, did not have many chances. Their chances were very scarce compared to Mexico, who Irving Lozano was a big outlet for them when creating chances, and they created a lot more chances, yet they did not test Szczesny much. They did have 11 shots opposed to Poland's 6 shots, though Poland did have the higher XG because of the penalty miss. And Poland, this was a game they definitely should have won, or definitely could have won if Lewandowski did score the penalty. But it was a great save by Ochoa.
Yeah. It was, the whole game was really just Mexico attacking. Poland offered very little going forward. Mexico dominated the game, as you said. 11 shots, I believe they had, compared to Poland's number of 6 shots. But really, that penalty sums it all up. That was a huge chance for the Polish to go in front in a game that would have been otherwise really hard to win. And we saw that because, they didn't score, and Mexico dominated the rest of the game. Irving Lozano was a huge attacking output, and Poland had maybe 1 or 2 chances per half, like clear-cut chances. But Mexico were throwing everything at the goal. But Szczesny and the defense stayed very strong, and they both ended on a draw. But again, another 0-0 draw today, but still exciting, I think. Still that Lewandowski penalty miss. I mean, it feels just like Harry Kane. He hadn't missed a penalty in like 5 or 6 years, and then he goes ahead and misses. He's missed 2 or 3 already this season. Nottingham Forest, he missed 1. He missed 1 at home this season. Harry Kane. I forget who it was.
It was Frankfurt, I believe.
Yeah, it was Frankfurt. Yeah, Frankfurt late in the game. And then Lewandowski, who's usually like spot on from the penalty spot, sails it right into Ochoa's hands. And I mean, that Guillermo Ochoa guy, he has been here forever. He's like with Mexico every single World Cup.
Yeah, Ochoa is really a veteran for Mexico. Now switching gears to Mexico's attack, Alexis Vega did have, I believe, 5 total shots, 5 chances, and he failed to get 1 of them on target.
Oh, that's not very good.
And he did have a XG of 2.25, which is 25%. So Vega did miss a good amount of chances, and there was no scarcity of Mexico's chances, rather a surplus of chances for Mexico, creating a lot more than Poland did.
They even had a lot more possession, 61% to Poland's 39%. But in the end, Poland hung on for a draw and could have gotten the win. The table now looks like this. Saudi Arabia are in first after that shocking win against Argentina on 3 points. Poland and Mexico are tied in second place with 1 point each after their 0-0 draw. And Argentina are in last place after their shocking defeat against Saudi Arabia by 2-1. This sets up an interesting story in the group, but it also gives Argentina a big chance to go through.
It does give Argentina a bit of hope. This is the result that they probably, after all the players coming into the locker room, very disappointed after the 2-1 loss against Saudi Arabia. This is the result that, this is their luck. Argentina's luck. This is what the best possible result that could have came out of this game. They split points, one for each team, Mexico and Poland. So Argentina do still have a chance.
Yeah, but they need to play out of their minds for the next 2 games. As for these two, Poland and Mexico, they've got a better chance than Argentina. They're 1 point ahead of them. But they also need to make sure they keep that point number up. They need to get a good result against Argentina and win against Saudi Arabia for Poland and Mexico to have any chance. But for this group, it's a bit of a tricky one because Saudi Arabia, I don't think anyone expected they'd look like this.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia looks such a different team from the 2018 World Cup. Also, probably to do with their large amount of fans at the stadiums.
Yeah. Since
Qatar is Saudi Arabia's neighbor, so a lot of fans coming from Saudi Arabia to support Saudi Arabia's football team. And they showed a lot of passion today in their win against Argentina.
It was a big win, but it'll set up a very interesting situation in Group C, I believe this is. So we'll just have to wait and see. But that is it for our reactions to Mexico's 0-0 draw with Poland in the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. If you enjoyed and want to see more World Cup content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help us grow our fan base. Comment down below what your reactions were to this game. Like the video, and until next time.
Come on, you Spurs!